Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to pop down your card for the day. I'm going to be using the usual black and white Faulkner deck. Just move the little Christmas tree out of the way and we'll pop down the card for today and see what we've got. Okay. Let's have a look, see what the energy is like today from the cards. Okay, right, okay. So, Merry Christmas to you too. I've got today for us the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a really I like the Wands cards a lot. I am a fire sign, so I'm going to be kind of feel a resonance with the Wands cards because that's what I am, a Queen of Wands. The Two of Wands is a really cool card. It talks about progression. It talks about moving things forward. It talks about action and generally really positive movement. Okay, as a card for today, it is saying that the day is likely to be active, but it's likely to be productive. So you know, we do have a lot of action going on sometimes with not an awful lot of result. The Two of Wands talks about making things happen. So it's not just like action for the sake of it, loads and loads of stuff to do, not really getting anywhere. The Two of Wands is progressive. So it means that you are getting somewhere. And I think most of us quite like action if we feel like we're achieving something. The Two of Wands does do that for us. Okay, sorry, just need to have a gulp of tea, got hiccups. Okay, so let's hopefully the hiccups will go away. Okay, so yeah, Two of Wands, really good, progressive cards, really good for work, business, any kind of projects that you've got going on, anything that you feel like you need to be moving forward. The Two of Wands says that you can move it forwards. Okay, it also talks about a 2-week period. The Wands cards talk about weeks generally when we're looking at timings, and timings can be really iffy with kind of psychic work or spiritual work. It's not something you get a lot of help with from your guides quite often because they don't really get that, they don't really understand that. But the tarot can give us a bit of guidance with timings. And the Wands cards do talk about weeks. So this card talks about a 2-week period. So if there's something that you've got going on, the 2-week period might well be significant. It could be that it's going to take you 2 weeks to get it sorted out, or that you are in a period of 2 weeks where your actions are going to be getting you somewhere. Okay, so it's worth bearing in mind that that's the general sort of idea around the timings is that 2 weeks seem quite significant when we're looking at this card. Also, I'm always drawn with this card. It's interesting because this is not a traditional meaning of this card at all, and I wouldn't mention it unless I was particularly drawn to it today, and I am. So the Two of Wands card in the Faulkner Tarot, as you can see, is gentleman signing a contract. Okay. This gentleman has a wedding ring on, and sometimes I'm really drawn to that. Others I'm not. And if I'm not, then I kind of don't put that too much into the reading. If I'm really drawn to the wedding ring, it can talk about things like marriages, commitments, those sort of things. So as you can see, the guy is signing a contract. If I was looking at this with a love reading, I'd be looking at that relationship becoming more solid. So if you're out there and your question today is what's happening with my relationship, this card does tend to suggest that there's a real consolidation of it, a strengthening of it, some commitment being made. So if that's a marriage for you, a lot of guys aren't into that these days. If it's moving in together, it's about commitment. The card comes up very often for me when we're talking about marriage. So I would I would say that if there's something, or there's people out there, maybe there's someone out there listening to this today that's waiting for a proposal, or about to make a proposal. This card is saying that that is likely to happen, or that you are likely to be able to make that happen. Okay, I'm just going to pop down a Law of Attraction card as normal, just so that we can have a little look at what that energy is all around, that kind of comes in with this Two of Wands. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right, so let's split this and have this one. Okay. Now this card, lovely, beautiful card, is I guess this, like a little bit like the Sun card in tarot, in terms of imagery, but it is kind of about radiating out good energy. Okay, well, when I'm looking at the colour yellow to me talks about happiness, vibrancy, success, all of those things. So what this card is talking about is here's you in the centre, sending out all those energies of good stuff, happiness, joy, all of that. And its message is the law of attraction is my life's basis. So I've talked a lot about the law of attraction over the last few months, and I will be talking about it a lot more over next year. And it talks about, I'll try and do a little video and put up on my YouTube to kind of really give a bit more of an overview, because I can't really kind of break it all down in these daily readings, because I want to just kind of keep them of the moment rather than in general. But this is a very general card, so I kind of feel like I need to explain a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just read what it says on the back. It says, since the law of attraction is the basis of your experience, an understanding of it is essential to living on your life's purpose. In fact, understanding of the law of attraction is essential to the living of life of joy that you have come forth to live. Okay, so what it's saying is, in order to really fulfill your life's purpose, you have to have this understanding of this law of attraction. Now, there is often, when you talk about the law of attraction with people, some resistance to that. That's to do with ego, and it's to do with protection. If you are open to the law of attraction, it does mean that you have to take a bit of a stand that is a little bit weird to quite a lot of people, which is kind of ignoring the stuff around you that doesn't quite fit in with how you would like it to be, and almost playing a game of pretending so that your energy can be raised, so that you're not focusing on what's not working and you are focusing on what is. Now, a lot of people are going to say to you, oh, you're being in denial, you're kind of being too childlike in your energy and all that stuff. It's hard, if you are bothered by that, to just be in the energy of the law of attraction. So my guidance, I guess, is listen less to what other people think about you and just do what you feel is right for you. Law of attraction works absolutely fantastically well if you can be in that in that kind of energy of joy. I will put up again a link to Esther and Jerry Hicks YouTube channel when I put this up on my YouTube, so you can have a little look on there. And that really is, they explain it brilliantly, because they're the ones who kind of really started to talk about it first. So have a look at their stuff. They explain it far better than I do. I like to keep it really, really basic and really, really simple. What you think about is what you will manifest for yourself. So if you think about rubbish, you're going to manifest rubbish. If you think about good stuff, you're going to manifest good stuff. Now, that does not mean that things don't happen in life that are difficult. Even if you have a totally joyful 24/7 outlook, which is kind of impossible, there will still be ups and downs in your life, because that's life, and that's all part of our learning experience. If you didn't have those moments of difficulty, then you wouldn't have any idea about what you do want to create. You know, there has to be darkness to see the light. I know that's a really old saying, but it really is absolutely true. You can't appreciate the good stuff if you haven't experienced stuff that isn't so good. So the fact that you can keep a really, really positive attitude does not stop some difficult things happening in your life, but what it does do is it allows you to look at them in a different way. It allows you to deal with them in a different way, and it allows you to attract less of them than you would do if you were constantly miserable. That's kind of the real basics of it, and it kind of sounds a little bit harsh when you say it that bluntly, but it's kind of harsh but fair. It really is so true. If you start the day with a really rubbishy attitude, the things that happen to you tend to be rubbishy. You know, you stub your toe, you drop the bread on the floor and it's butter side down. If you kind of start off with an attitude that you're going to be happy and joyful, you tend to attract the things that can make you happy and joyful. It just tends to work that way. And give it a try. You know, if you don't believe it, even if you don't believe it, try it. And see how much better you feel if you start the day with a smile on your face, even in the face of adversity, when things are really, really dull and really awful, and you know something terrible has happened. Then try to find at least one thing to just put a smile on your face, even if it's just for 2 minutes. You know, I have pets, and they are brilliant for that, because not only do they kind of absorb a lot of negative energy from the environment, they will put a smile on your face. I mean, look at this. How could anybody not smile about that? That's so cute. It's unbelievable. And you know, when you have a moment that's just pants, just to look at that little face, and the smile that it gives you can radiate out like this. So, sorry, I've waffled on for a long time about the law of attraction. I really must do a proper video about it, so that I can kind of just refer people back and not waste too much time on these daily cards going into detail about the law of attraction. But it is one of my things that I really love. So I will kind of leave that with you for the day. I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for today, and I hope you're having a really lovely run up to Christmas. Things are getting quite exciting here, and have a really wonderful day. Bye for now.